right. Listen, everybody, it's the podcast. It's happening. It's already started. It's going very good. It's called The Pastimes. Listen, you know what we do here. Each week we go through a newspaper from a random date in history picked out by David Anthony. I, Gareth Reynolds, have never seen it, and neither has this week's guest, the great Katie Nolan. Hi, Katie.
Hi. Why great? That felt like an
You are
oversell.
great.
Yeah, you're very,
Thanks.
very talented.
Katie, you've done every podcast.
Right,
Are you
right.
tired?
Yeah, I'm
Because
very.
you're promoting Casuals, which is your new podcast, which everyone should go listen to and support. But I, just as someone who does a lot of podcasts, I'm like, you must be fucking tired. And you probably are like, I'm doing another podcast right now.
Shut up. This, first of
shut
all,
up. Dave,
I already
shut up.
told you. Jesus
You
Christ.
shut up.
Sorry,
I
Katie,
told
sorry.
you this already.
I know.
But I go to sleep with the dollop, and I don't
I
mean that
wanted
to
to
sound
hear this.
offensive. I listen to you guys a lot, so this is an honor to be here. But yes, I'm doing too many podcasts because Sirius keeps being like, we put you out to these 5, and I'm like, when does this stop? I thought it was
doesn't.
like the launch, the
No, it never
rollout,
does.
and then it's every week.
Are you going in studio and doing most of these, or are you doing them?
No,
Okay,
I
'cause-
try to schedule them so that I'm in the studio doing our podcast, and then I stay there to do so that I don't have to be responsible for the hitting record or the lighting or any of that. It's like taken care of because I'm actually incompetent.
No, because you
You know?
just said
I
you
am.
built your fiance's podcast set, so you seem very
I
competent.
built
Yeah,
it
you-
wrong.
One shot.
I built it incorrectly.
Does he
If-
point that out? Does he
No,
like
no,
that
no,
shit?
no. Oh my God, no. He's the sweetest. No, he was like, I think it gives it character.
Ah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
He's a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Well,
And then does he
everyone
go
should-
into it? Does he
Dave,
go into
don't.
another room and like punch pillows after?
Yeah.
Oh, he hits me, but he's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind
Yeah.
with his words, but not with his fists.
We call hitting a woman here the other room, just
Yes.
so you know.
Oh, sorry,
Right.
sorry. I knew that. I knew that. I
Yeah,
knew
if
that.
you're a
That's
listener,
bit.
I think you'd be
Gary, I'm sorry.
Katie, Catherine, don't do this. So, all right. So everyone should go listen to Casuals wherever you get podcasts. And
What happens? Tell people what happens on Casuals. What's
I don't want to scare people away with the word sports, but it is a sports podcast for people that think that they don't like sports or like feel like sports talk doesn't talk to them.
It's a palatable sports show.
Yeah, it's like we do it one way, sports, and I feel like they do that really well. But I want to do it a little different way because I have a lot of friends that I feel like would be into this stuff if somebody helped them get into it. So that's the goal.
Okay.
I think it's great, and I have a Packer tattoo, and I also find it's not just for people who don't like people who like sports also can listen to Casuals.
It's for sports and comedy, two things that like should go better together and don't often go together that well. It's just for people who like
history and comedy.
Sure, yeah.
I also have a Packer tattoo, by the way.
Interesting.
It's very
It's around my. It's
That's
around
really
my
interesting
anus.
because you're just a big Gareth fan.
Yeah.
It's around the butthole.
So you do know the name, Kate. It's so interesting. Now it's Gareth. And that's, oh, fuck. All right, listen, Katie, here's what we're going to do. I know you like the Dollop. I don't know if you like this show. That's okay.
Hate it,
What you're going to
actually.
do, I hate it too.
Yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to guess what year this paper is from.
God.
Now, listen, here's the good news. Dave, in the past couple years, has found ways to fight me through the show, and you'll win. No matter what year you guess, you're going to win. I'm going to guess 2, and I might be closer. Doesn't matter. You're going to win. Now,
It's a weird.
Dave, now,
It's weird.
David, now, if I were you, I would guess 1700 to mid 1900s. That would be the zone I would go in. But we did do a 1600s one once with Adam Conover, and he just kept going like, "That's fake." So it kind of removed the
He
stakes.
does ruin everything.
He ruins
Yes.
everything. So
It's
he
true.
kind of
tells
removed
you.
the stakes. So I think that Dave has shied away from that. But again, I only can give you so much information. So you
And
get
that's
to guess
you've just
first.
basically given me none. Any that you did give me, you then deleted. So
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to go with 1892.
It's a great guess. It's a great guess. It's right in the zone. It's right in the pocket. Since you did 1890s, which I've been accused of doing a lot, I'll go 1912.
You're wrong.
Well, is she wrong too?
No, it's 1887. She's like right on.
Oh, that's really close.
No,
I was
you
close.
won legitimately. Yeah, that was a legitimate win.
Is there anything you have to say,
I'm
Gareth?
fine with it. I love it when the guest wins because it's fair. Because it was a fair win. It wasn't one of your bullshit ones. I've gotten the year right before, and the guest has won what?
Well, did you get it right when your vibe is all off like this?
I don't want to do vibes. We're not going to have the vibe conversation again. Okay, Katie's here.
Is that your traffic control hat? It's just a quick question. Sorry, you were in a traffic control hat.
I don't know if you've seen what's going on lately with landing planes, but I'm doing that. So if during this I mute, I'm just trying to land a couple guys.
Bringing up a couple points.
That explains a lot of current events.
We just lost
honestly.
one. We just lost one.
Okay.
Sean Duffy's over here. He's on the couch watching Clueless. We're having a hell of a time. We're having a hell of a time. All right, Dave's having gin.
It is. Oh God, I wish I was. I could do some morning drinking right now. If I didn't have to go to a baseball game at 3:45, I would. Maybe morning gin.
Sports.
My son is a baseball player. There's a game at 3:45.
Well identified.
What position is he playing?
He's a catcher, a third baseman, and the hitter.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say strong kid.
Yeah, we're raising him strong.
Nice.
We want him to be strong.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh boy.
January 28th, 1887.
That's my birthday.
So wait a minute. No wonder she got it right.
Not that year, sorry.
People don't.
Okay. Oh, crap. I was going to say there's a lot going on.
Thanks for letting me know. I did my makeup like shit today. I thought it looked good.
Katie,
my goodness.
Katie, no.
It's fine. I just look 100 years old.
You did know it was her birthday? You're full of shit.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why Boston Globe, January.
Oh, and that's where I'm from. I'm just going to keep going into the bit of this.
Yeah.
I'm so uninvested.
Have you heard of a stalker? I'm stalking through an old paper.
I'm so bored with
Dave,
this one.
Dave, I'm a lady that works in sports. Have I heard of a stalker is a very funny question. But please continue.
Oh, my God. I can only imagine.
I didn't think of that combo before, but that's really terrible. Okay.
What a nightmare.
Indignant. Sorry, that's totally a different word. Indignant pastor Whittemere. Oh, that's his name. Whittemere.
Sure.
He has one alleged defamer, pat under bail and restraining others. Put under bail. Sorry, it's hard to read this one.
What's going on? What's going on?
It's hard
here?
to read. The letters are a little smudged, so it's difficult.
Are you on a microfiche?
Yes. A lot of
microfiche.
Dave, put your jeweler's loop on. That normally helps you.
I'm at the library looking at the microfiche.
Yeah, that's why you can't drink gin. Yeah, the libraries, they're pricks about that.
He has one alleged defamer put under bail and restrains others. This is out of Philadelphia. Reverend Howard Whittemere, rector of the Protestant Episcopal Church of the Beloved Disciple. You know what? Just fucking, you don't need to.
What?
The name of your church can be smaller.
It's got to be a sentence, I think. I think that's God law.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't need.
I personally, I like to get in the weeds. Let me know what version of this are. Yeah.
You want to get really specific about
to me, religion's like Adobe. I want a new version every week. Keep asking.
When did we learn what all those words mean, by the way? Episcopal, what was the other one? Protestant? I think I know what that one's
Episcopal.
from.
Well,
I remember that
know
schism.
Protestant is because those are the guys. Those are the ones who broke everything.
And it was over what? Divorce? No, that's the other one.
No, the English church.
Okay, let's not start doing the country thing. We've all made some goofies. We've all made a couple goofies.
Anyone in Ireland right now is like, what the fuck? We don't really know. But basically the English church split off and started their own church, basically.
So that's the Protestant. And then Episcopal. What's that?
No idea.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, and anytime
funny.
something comes up, I don't care. Like
Yeah, I was
that's the
just
crazy
gonna
thing
say, we
about all
never
their
ask.
little.
We're like, okay, yeah.
Sorry,
Good
I'll
luck.
do less of that. I just feel like everybody knows what that means, and I go, I don't know what that is.
I think it's a fair point because it is like I've heard it 1,000 times and never have I been like, walk me through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the way that the super hot girls in high school didn't want to know about hobbits. It's the same thing.
Dave, be very careful.
They never wanted to hear
wasn't
my
hot.
Hobbit conversation.
Dave, be very careful. Dave.
I know. That was.
It's like how chicks in high school are hot. Still. Go ahead, Dave.
I wasn't saying now. I said when I was in high school.
Dalia, baby.
Oh, God.
He is a god.
Is he still going?
He
didn't stop?
In what way?
It's unstoppable.
Oh, I know he's still going in
I
the
think
cult,
in all ways,
in the cult
yes.
girls way, of course.
Yeah, no, he's still doing stand-up too. For some reason on this show, he comes up weekly at this point, so I don't know.
I think it's because you're on the show every week.
That's it. That is what it is. That is what it is. That's it. That's exactly what it is.
That's probably it. Sorry about that church you were saying. Something happened.
If anybody doesn't know who Chris D'Elia is, just
Dave,
go look up some crime reports.
Dave.
Okay, so the Church of the Beloved Disciples. So the rector, Whittemere, asked Judge Biddle today.
Every name is getting worse. I know. I was like, I was letting it slide, but now you're doing Biddles.
It sounds very much like the Hobbit stuff I was talking about, doesn't it?
Easy, Dave.
Sure does.
Biddle could be a Hobbit.
Biddle's actually when two hobbits fuck. I don't
Whittemere
know if you guys know
is where hobbits live, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They live in the Whittemere.
Yeah.
He asked the judge today that Jesse Barker, an ex-warden of the church, be held to bail for publishing a libel. So he wants
for talking shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
You go to jail.
Yeah,
talking shit.
well, they're the
That
chosen
doesn't-
disciples.
Okay. Fair point.
So
Fair point.
right.
The complainant swears that Mr. Barker has published a letter of Reverend George Dean, Chancellor of All Saints Albany, which
Of course.
again,
We all knew.
yeah, I don't.
A man who needs no introduction.
No.
In which he says, under date August 6th, there is unfortunately not the slightest doubt that Reverend Howard Whittemere is an adulterer and a perjured man. Oh,
There
shit.
it is. There it is.
Okay.
Shit.
There it is.
Okay.
So he's fucking.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
where it
he's-
kind of comes from. He's sort of
And that was, he said, and you know, a lot of times now people will say allegedly and think that covers
Yeah.
them. That was the opposite of allegedly. He said there is no doubt at all ever on earth.
Not the slightest doubt.
Not the slightest
Well,
doubt.
we should say allegedly too. We don't want them to come after us. I
True.
understand it's
Very
an old
litigious.
story.
They're
Yeah,
very
they can be,
litigious.
the church can be quite litigious.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I would never say anything bad about the church. Is great. They've never done anything wrong.
Nope.
In the
I'll tell
eye
you, they
of God,
biddled a couple of kids though.
Hey, hey, right in their rectors.
Why do so many church terms are right around where you're like, sounds like butthole.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to say that
I'm a
biddle's now a
proctor.
church term?
No, I don't believe biddle to be a church term.
Okay, slightest doubt that Reverend Howard Whittemere is an adulterer and a perjured man in the eye of God and the church's law, if not a bigamist by the law of the land. He is a shameless scoundrel and hypocrite who should be summarily driven from the church's ministry, which he pollutes. All right, so he's
There we go.
With his chest.
Yeah.
he's not fucking around.
Wow.
Yeah, we need
Which-
more of that. I
Yeah,
like
I was going
that.
to say, I'm missing this. This
Yeah.
sounds nice. We
It's a-
tiptoe now.
Yeah, it's a whistleblower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So that
If he's
so
right.
this
I
guy-
don't know if he's lying.
Yeah, if
That's
he's right.
kind of
I do
fucked up.
like the religion, like you have to get married. Like if you're fucking around, you have to just get married to kind of be like, ugh, I'm trying to limit my sins from this. We got to get married now.
So this guy is being the complaint is that he published it, not that he wrote it. The other guy wrote it. So he did. He's
Hey.
not going up. Hey,
What?
so that's another reverend said that or wrote it, and then this guy just published it, and that's who
He wants in jail.
Yeah,
that's who the
it's an
adulterer,
Assange.
Mr. Fuck around.
Reverend
he wants to
fuck
punish.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an Assange, in my opinion.
And then he did it. Judge Biddle placed the bail at $3,000.
Fuck, back then. It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
What's the
fucking money.
conversion on that?
I'll do it right now, Katie.
Thank
It
you.
is
Thank you. In your head, if you could.
$4,500 today.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy? After
is
the
crazy.
tariffs, it's not that.
Okay. Yeah.
Post tariffs. I know you're trying to bring in a wide net, Katie, but I'm anti-tariff.
No.
The tariffs are bringing in money. They're making us
well,
money.
look, we like to relate it to a surgery. Right now, the patient's guts have been taken out and an orderly slipped on them and threw up in them. But soon enough, hang in there, okay? Soon enough, we got some good news coming. Dave's 100% doing a calculation.
I am. I now I need to know. If
How
somebody asked
even?
me,
I wouldn't
How
even
do
know
I
where
do
to
that?
start.
there's just a little thing. It's $100,000
Whoa.
for fucking printing some shit about this
That
guy's
somebody
fucking
else
everybody.
said.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, eventually we stopped doing that sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reverend Whittemere also filed a bill in equity in which he complains that on October 11th, he wrote to Josephine Whittemere, his then wife,
Then.
a private and confidential letter, which he sent to Reverend Hobart Brown
What?
with permission that Bishop Doane might read. These guys, this
Jesus
is just
Christ.
It's like Real
gossiping.
Housewives. I can't keep
Honestly.
up. Who's
It
talking
is.
about who and who did what?
It really is a
It's
lot.
just the cattiest little reverends. This is just crazy.
Honestly, the real reverends of the Episcopal Church.
This letter came into possession of Jesse Barker and John Hibbard, who caused it to be printed in the record.
Caused it to be printed.
Hibbard?
He prayed the court to restrain Barker and Hibbard from further use and publication
How'd
of
that
this
work?
communication. So he wrote a letter saying he was fucking around. He sent it to other reverends or whatever, the bishop. And now we know that the bishops usually are like, yeah, do whatever you want. Fuck whoever.
Yeah, right.
But he's mad because someone else got a hold of it.
So somebody published the group text,
Yeah.
basically.
It's a signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A signal. And now he's mad. It's not even a signal, though. It's just a letter. It's just.
It's crazy to think people used to write down what they did wrong to communicate it to other people. They couldn't, I don't know. What year was this again? There was phones?
1887.
Well, the diaries, too. Like the diaries that people left behind where you're like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah, it's
dude.
like, why'd you write that?
Yeah, like some of those explorer diaries where he's like, well, I ate Ted, had no choice. Oh, my God, I'm dying. This is the worst. I jerked off in the snow. I'm going to die out here. And then they find them and the guy's like, publish this. It gets pretty crazy. And then a year later, he's doing it on Broadway.
Yes.
Everyone always did a play.
Everybody always did a play.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of that story. Whatever the fuck just happened
That
there.
was
Thank
that?
God.
That was the whole thing?
I'm
Yeah.
so glad.
Huh.
There were too many names for
It
sure.
was bad.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I was
fair
lost.
enough.
I
Boring
mean,
birthday news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot
birthday
going
news.
on my day back then.
Well, hang in there. Hang in there. Just be the lead story does not mean it's the biggest story.
Okay.
Come on, Dave,
Interesting.
show her. Come on.
New York society sensation.
Whoa! Okay.
A dispatch from Paris announces the marriage on Tuesday of Marquis de Talleyrand Perigord. Talleyrand Perigord and Miss Adele Livingston Stevens. Miss Adele Sampson was the daughter of Josiah Sampson, a Connecticut manufacturer. She married Frederick Stevens of an old New York family. About 5 years ago, society was shocked to learn that Miss Stevens had deserted her husband and gone to Europe to join the Marquis, who was himself married. Oh, yeah, this is very
Scandal.
Yeah.
French. Yeah, I like it.
There were letters.
Yeah. Oh, there were letters.
Oh, yeah.
His wife having been Miss Curtis of the old Boston family of that name. Oh, so he likes Americans. He's got an American fetish, right?
Yeah.
A Marquis who likes his Americans. The couple traveled openly together all over Europe. Wow, scandalous for that time.
Openly, yeah.
Openly, yeah. 2 years ago, she returned and persuaded her husband to agree to a divorce and return to the Marquis, whose wife had also secured a divorce. Mr. Stevens still resides in New York. Wow. All right.
Okay.
It's gossip.
Having to
It's just straight up
convince
gossip.
your husband to get divorced when you're like, I'm fully dating a French man in another country, and he's like, I don't know. I'm just not sure that it's not going to work out for us.
I'm going to need to see more evidence. We're not made for each other.
Yeah. Here he is. I am fucking here. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure still.
How did she meet the Marquis?
That is a good question. She must have
when
gone
did they
over
bump
there
into each other?
Yeah, well, every night from what I hear.
Hey.
Sorry. The pastimes will be right back. Yeah, but it is interesting. I wonder how that did happen.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you went,
they would come over on ships at this time and hang out in society in the other country.
Sure.
Like, so the Marquis was probably. I mean, if he's got an American thing he clearly likes American lady. He's probably making trips over here.
Now, what's the Marquis? Yeah. We're talking about religious titles. What is he?
I don't know what a Marquis is.
Desaad.
Yep, Desaad.
Right. So
if it wasn't for Desaad,
that's it.
I'm sure it's just it's probably like a lord, I would imagine.
Sure. Or like a vassal. Is that how you say that?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
We're not ready for this.
As I said it, that I've only ever read it. I've never heard anybody say it.
Yeah,
so that's one of those ones. You worry someone's listening, going, "You idiot." Yeah, I've always said that.
I've always said
about
that.
you. Yeah,
I'm a biddle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gareth, you should have known, because a Marquis is a title of nobility ranking above an earl but below a duke in European peerages, including the United Kingdom, where you have citizenship.
Yeah.
Above an earl but below a duke. I feel like they skip it a lot. It must not come up often.
I'll tell you, when I was religious for a little while, I was above an earl and below a duke.
Damn.
that was the 80s.
So I just want to break down what you said. That
Sex
was
with
part of
two
your
guys at
religion?
once?
That was part of your religion? Well, you said when I was religious for a little bit.
Dave, it was just a lot of pipe. Let's move on. Come on. Dissecting it isn't worth it.
Part of your religion
Dave,
was
we
being
have
double
company. Dave, we have
double
company.
penetrated.
Dave, not necessarily. Can a guy be once penetrated and lay his junk upon another's?
Yes.
It's called roast beefing. Katie, I'm sorry. Thank you for coming over.
Oh my God.
All right, there we go. I'm sorry.
This is what.
It's
Katie
the way you're
deserves
sitting
better.
closer.
It's not good.
For it too.
It's not good.
I'm seeing myself close up and I'm not into it.
No, the pores.
Oh yeah, you hate them, don't you? You wealthy asshole.
I don't have pores. I had mine all closed up. A victim of cocaine.
Now
Is this a
talking.
new story? New story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. C.D. Bradley, formerly a well-known...
Dr. C.D. I'm a cocaine doctor.
Dr. C.D. Bradley, formerly a well-known North Side physician, was found insane today by a jury in the county court in order to be sent to Jefferson. Sir, you are fucking nuts.
Dr. C.D. So is he he's on cocaine or he's prescribing cocaine? Because cocaine
I think we're
was
about to find out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, can we what was the status of cocaine back at this time?
Legal.
It is.
Legal.
And prescribed.
Used for...
Yeah, they would prescribe it to cure different illnesses and whatnot.
Sick. Let's go back.
Honestly,
I know, right?
Let's go back.
Knowledge is the problem.
You know what, Katie?
We need to know
I've heard
a lot less than we know.
I've heard what's going on with your knee, and it sounds really bad. And I think you need to party.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
think you need to party a little bit.
Yeah.
One
and just
line,
talk
two
more.
lines. What do we prescribe?
7 a day.
7 lines a day, and I should start a company with my friends. You're saying?
Yep, that's right.
Great.
Absolutely. You guys will come up with some great ideas. The idea that, imagine prescribing take 2 lines a day. You'd be like, doctor, I was unable to stop at 2 lines for some reason. What you're going to want to do is give yourself a gummer. That's going to help you a little bit.
It must have been so amazing to just go into some doctor's offices and they just won't stop talking. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What's
Sorry,
happening right now?
me. I'm a little sick myself, so I had to give myself a little bit of the prescription medication. Anyway, I got to go. I got to let up appointments today.
Dr. Bradley is a victim of the cocaine habit.
Okay.
It is said that his practice 2 years ago was worth $10,000 a year. about 16 months ago, he began to experiment on himself with cocaine.
I'm going to call it that next time I do blow.
I'm just experimenting a little on myself with cocaine.
I'm experimenting on myself with cocaine a little bit recently.
Sorry if my energy's off, guys. I've been running some tests on myself with cocaine.
Sorry if I'm hogging all the air in the conversation. I'll be honest, I went to the bathroom a little while ago and experimented on myself with a lot of cocaine.
Okay, from the start, he acquired a liking for the drug, and it ruined him.
Yeah, well, no shit, he did it. That's what happened.
That's the findings of the experiment. Loved it.
I have yet to meet anyone who's like, "Wow, this is terrible."
Yeah, nobody's like, I tried it once.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is now lying ill at the county hospital, suffering from the drug, which was administered to her for experiment by her husband.
Okay, now we're crossing the line.
No.
Sweetie, hey, baby, you got to try this shit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Honey, let's do it. Let's do it together.
Okay.
I'm going to sniff it off your tits. Medically.
Okay.
Medically.
Can you imagine being in a relationship where one person's not doing cocaine and
That's, I think, what the problem they ran into.
Yeah, eventually
my
you have
God.
to too. I can't
You need
stop.
to get on my page as an experiment. Let's experiment with you being on the same page as me.
Yes.
I'll never forget because we did a lot of cocaine in high school. In high school, I went to all my friends were doing cocaine, and I couldn't. I don't remember why I couldn't, but I couldn't.
I know why.
You were in high school, I think.
Oh, I started when I was 14.
Imagine being like, I couldn't. I can't tonight.
And for some reason, I was at their house, and my buddy Eddie just kept talking about how he wanted to open a bank that makes change, and I kept saying, "How would you make money?"
He's making money, and he's by making it into change. Change is money.
It's a fee.
No,
it's
but
like
if someone brings $1 and you give them 4 quarters, that
think about like a Thomas Cook or something like that. They take a cut. There's a cut. You're not thinking about the cut. I've done a little bit of I've been experimenting on myself this morning, honestly.
Dr. Bradley is a graduate of the Harvard Medical School.
Wow, prestigious. Maybe it wasn't yet. I think it was, or was it the only one?
It was kind of always from the get-go.
It might be the only medical school at that point.
Yeah, there's not a lot, honestly.
I do like the experimenting with cocaine is a way because that story told now is that the lady did too much coke and went to the hospital. But now the story is that he experimented on me and put me in the hospital. It's like coke, but it's not your fault, which I think is kind of nice.
I think what you're saying, Katie, I completely agree with this, is we've kind of lost the plot when it comes to onus. And, blaming men blaming, as we're calling it, is so wrong. It's so in vogue and it's so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Am I doing the thing again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
you are.
Sorry.
You are.
I've been experimenting on myself with Molly lately, too, if I'm being honest. My name's...
I need you to do Molly when you do the podcast.
Buddy, let's talk off air. Because I got a buddy.
Gareth, the Pastimes is brought to you by Factor. Factor meals. Gareth and I eat them.
Love them.
Nutritious 2-minute meals right from Factor. You can eat well, really easy, super easy. You can choose from 45 different weekly menu options, gourmet meals that fit right into your life, your fast life, whatever you're doing. You can do Calorie Smart or Keto or Protein Plus, whatever. They really have it all. And I have had my most recent was the Italian sausage and marinara lasagnette is what it was called. Lasagnette.
Well, I was talking about it on, look, I've brought Factor meals on the road with me, and it feels like you're actually having a home cooked meal. The food is so good, so easy. It's not just food either. There's snacks, there's juices, there's all this other stuff. They really... they just make your life easy. And on the road, that comes in real handy. But they are delicious.
Yeah, they're really good. I really like them. And I love the juices. So get started at factormeals.com.
Hey, I love the juices, too.
All right. Come on. We don't... Get started at factormeals.com/dollop50 off and use code dollop50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code dollop50 off at factormeals.com/dollop50 off for 50% off plus free shipping. You're going to love Factor. Try it out. Gareth, apologize for the juice thing.
I will not apologize for loving the Factor juices. They're delicious, and they have small ones, and they have smoothie ones, and they have little tiny guys, and their snacks are delicious, and I love them, and I love them. I love working with them, and I love texting with Factor. I love everything about them, and I love them. Mwah. That's for Factor.
Okay.
Love you, babe.
Going back to the show. The next headline is wonderful.
Okay.
German and Chinese.
That's it. That's the headline.
Okay.
I'll do the German. Katie, you take the other impression. 3, 2, 1, go. How do we do it?
Your turn, Katie. Go ahead and just do the...
Katie, I think she can't hear us, Dave, for some reason.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we got you, Katie, loud and clear.
Yeah,
I don't know what the problem is.
Mi Sin and his German wife, Alvina, were arrested yesterday on a charge of miscegenation. Is that how you say it?
Miscegenation?
Miscegenation.
Miscegenation?
Does the
Someone's
next
getting
sentence
mad at
clear
me,
it
right?
up?
That's a great.
I know
what it is.
That
Oh,
could
I
be an
don't.
alternate title to the show.
It's when you're doing the naughty with someone of another color, basically.
Oh.
Ooh, wow.
They had a
It used to
name?
be
Jesus.
yeah, it was a crime. It was a fucking...
What the fuck? This
What do you
guy's
think?
the German guy's in trouble for having sex with a Chinese person? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it's a crime.
Huh.
Give us 18 months until we start floating this one out again.
I know.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my God.
He
my
filed
God.
into Justice Kirsten's courtroom this morning and took seats. A moment later, they were brought before the justice to show cause why they should not be fined for disorderly conduct.
Well,
Are you
By
guys
what,
bumping
kissing?
the...
yeah, I was gonna say, like, what
Like,
is
look,
your?
we love each other.
This is so good. Look how good we are at it.
This is the
You're
cause.
different colors!
What?
This judge is good.
Yeah. Quote, I continued the case, said the justice, to give you an opportunity to find the marriage certificate which you yesterday claimed you had.
Oh.
Have you got it?
So they're saying we can do this because we're married, and the
Yes.
judge is like, that will work.
I'm going to need to prove
it.
because
Yeah.
Crazy.
There better be a law that you people of different ethnicities can do stuff.
Wow.
It's
Cool.
a good time.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
It's a
cool.
good time.
Yeah.
But also in some places it was illegal to marry someone of a different race. So
Well, that's what I was imagining would be also an issue, but for him, he's like, that's okay.
Yeah.
I believe
If
that
you've
was
been married.
I
That's
believe
less
that in-
disgusting to me.
I believe that until like the 60s, I believe that was illegal in a lot of states. Yeah.
States.
Yeah, you could, a white person, a black person could absolutely not marry for a very long time in a lot of states. Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like racially we have a real checkered past.
I don't
I
know
don't
what
think-
you're talking about.
I
No.
know. I
You know what, Gareth, I will encourage you not to look into it. I really don't think it's helpful to learn about it or look into it at
That's
all.
right.
Like live in the now, you
Yeah.
know?
You're right.
Kind of like
my
you know?
instinct is that we didn't, but you're right. The idea that I'm trying to put a finer
past is the
point.
past. Stop worrying about it, dude. Just
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah,
just
just
chill and
chill.
ride it out.
Thank you for
Yeah. Yeah,
having
bro.
such a kind of
And
cool,
what's your-
casual.
What's your last name for the list, Gareth? I have a
Nolan.
list here.
First name Katie. I've been going by Katie a lot lately.
The document referred to was handed to his honor and found to be in regular form. These people are legally married, and unless
Okay.
you have more evidence against them, I shall discharge them. There being no further evidence, the Chinaman and his wife were told to go.
Ouch. Just.
Oh my God.
Yep.
You know, that was a non-story. I mean, what a
It was a total
Yeah.
non-story.
they had to prove it. They proved it, and he was like, "They're good." That story is
so
basically
close.
these two allowed to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're allowed to. Yeah,
It's like an
you may go
it's like
back
a
to
wedding
fucking.
announcement,
Yes.
essentially. Yeah.
It's the double discharge. I'm sorry.
A crowd of women again
lost Squarespace.
ejected from the church.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, hold on. This could be good. Let's see where this goes. Pump the brakes.
The committee of parishioners of St. Stephen's Church held an informal meeting tonight and made arrangements for the distribution.
Hey guys, let's not do the robes. Whatever you want to wear.
Is it okay if I wear shorts and a tank top?
Absolutely. Can my pew be backwards and I put my legs around it?
Yes.
Absolutely, Chuck.
It's informal.
There we go.
And made arrangements for the distribution of the books for the collections for the McGlynn Fund. Dr. Schrady stated that Dr. McGlynn was greatly improved, but that he would not make his statement public for several days. An exciting scene occurred at St. Stephen's Church tonight that might have culminated in a big row had it not been for the arrival of the police. The basement of the church was locked all day, but the body of the church was left open.
What the fuck? That's a really weird. What?
What
The body
is
of
that
the church?
sentence
The
doing
regular
there?
part?
I don't think I need to know.
Well, then why is it a basement? Call it an asshole.
Well, they're talking about the upstairs. What?
Yeah.
That doesn't even.
The feet of the church were locked, but the
thank
body,
you.
the
Better.
torso.
Feet. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're right. I don't know
My
why.
asshole's
Right.
not on the ground. I don't know. We're built different.
How do you get rid of your worms?
Oh, God damn it.
I forget that you're a stump, Gareth. I completely forgot.
Yes.
My
Well,
bad.
I mean, not only a stump, but a lot of I do the scoot, and I make eye contact with Dave when I do it. I'm like, proud. I'm curing myself, Father. Okay, the body's open.
The body's open. A large crowd assembled this evening, and about 9:30, 200 women succeeded in forcing their way into the basement where they surrounded Dr. McGlynn's confessional.
Let's go. What's about to go down? I'm into it. Tie him
What
up.
is happening?
Do something.
I like that he
love
went in the
this.
confessional like it was like a time booth. He's like, damn it, the women have figured out that this is just a regular box.
I mean, what is going on?
It's awesome, though. It really is great to be surrounded by 200 fear. Now, what has happened?
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I hope
okay.
it's I hope it's a seance. I hope something's going down. This man's in
We're
trouble.
We're not getting any answers.
Oh shit.
We aren't?
Dr. Dolly went downstairs and asked them to leave. He was driven out and called to the police, who finally succeeded in clearing the women out. The women hissed Father Donnelly and made fun of the officers.
Good. Yes.
What in the fuck?
You called the
good.
cops because a bunch of girls showed up to your party?
Well,
I
when
mean,
you put it
yeah.
like that.
I mean, yeah, that sounds not as good as the story.
You're right. You have a very good point. There's too many women at my event.
Right.
It's horrifying. Hot ones. Oh my God. I'm going to prescribe myself a little bit of the cocaine.
Too many hot girls in my basement. Please clear them out. Like they're cockroaches. Handle it.
Oh, he was a big muckety muck.
And that
Explain.
and that were to mean if that were to mean something, it would be
Yeah. Let's say the listeners who don't know what you're saying,
He was
tell them
a big
specifically. So
he
that
was a
Katie
big
and I can
guy.
just not worry about their experience the whole show.
exactly.
he was a very big Catholic priest and social reformer in New York. Big
Okay.
big
Yeah, okay.
big muckety muck.
So idiots
muckety muck.
listening, are you happy? Thank you.
We do that for you.
Yeah. Just obviously we know. This whole
And
thing
he-
is two experts explaining stuff to people.
That's right.
This
That's right.
whole ruse of this show.
Jesus Christ.
Two geniuses hanging out,
Good Lord.
chewing the fat over stuff they know.
I mean, just stop it.
What?
Miss Kemper's plea. An immense throng was attracted to the Law and Equity Court this morning to hear the arguments of Miss A.C. Kemper in the Anderson will case. The case has been on trial for several weeks. Miss Kemper, who is one of the litigants, has been managing her own part of the case, sprigging rules of evidence and interrogating the witnesses, Miss Kemper was seated in front of the jury, and she read her argument in a clear but tremulous voice. It's tremulous. You know what tremulous is?
Yeah, it's Katharine Hepburn.
I was going to say unwavering, but I feel like tremulous sounds like it's full of wavering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I don't know what that means.
Well,
But Dave, for the idiots listening,
I'm ending the
define
podcast.
tremulous?
I can do tremulous. I can look that up.
Yeah. This just because these fucking idiots
shaking-
listening to this show.
I got it already. Shaking or quivering.
Yeah.
Ah,
so
Katharine
it's-
Hepburn.
In on Golden Pond.
Yeah.
You were so right.
On Golden Pond.
In on Golden Pond.
I'll tell you.
So she was sitting before the jury. She read in a tremulous voice. She then stated to the jury that she was no lawyer and no advocate for women's rights.
Okay.
Interesting ending.
That's popular. I'm no feminist. That's
Yeah.
it. She's one of
Yeah,
those.
that's
Kind of
right,
pick
yeah.
me, but I guess when you're representing yourself, you are hoping they pick you. So I guess it does make sense in the context.
It was probably the only way to sway the men in the jury.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
not a
hate
woman or a lawyer.
Listen, I hate ladies as much as you guys. But
All right. I'm listening.
I would imagine the jury's all men, right? At this point?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
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 She was simply a plain woman managing her own case and appealing to a jury of sensible men for what she considered
go.
her dues.
Yeah.
And
So
it
she knows.
works too. The guys are
Damn.
like,
She knows.
They're like, oh shit, she's not like other girls.
she's great.
She doesn't want to be doing this. She wants to be at home baking pies.
That's
Look
right.
at these beautiful men. Well, all right.
Let's hear her out.
All right.
I will not insult your intelligence by arguing any points of law, she said.
That is the best.
Brilliant.
That is
Brilliant.
so.
Brilliant.
That is how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's the way you get into the male brain. I'm not going to bore you geniuses with details and facts. Well, thank you. Good. She gets it.
This is a law and equity court, and I give my case into your
A
hands,
what?
resting on the law of the evidence.
Huh?
Smaller words, lady.
Tiny words, brain too big.
The suit was to break the will of James Anderson, who had left Miss Kemper and a brother out in the division of his property.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The jury decided against Miss Kemper.
Uh-oh. It didn't work. All that,
Didn't work.
you fool. You
Yeah.
said women suck. You
Yeah.
cozied right up to power, and what did it do? It left you.
At the end of the day, I still remember her to be woman. And that's not okay for me. Even though woman-wise, she not worst one. She okay terrible, but other guy man too. He win my brother. Your Honor, I rest. You're not a lawyer. I'm tired. Exhausted.
That is just a
You sell
beautiful
it all.
story. Just
Yeah,
a
you
beautiful
sell
story.
it all,
It
just-
sums it all up
It sure
for
does.
me. It's exactly
Yep.
how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, sister, believe me, we've
Yeah.
been through it.
And then
too.
she's going to come crying back to us going, oh, men, right? And you're going to go, well, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, now hold
Yeah.
on.
Well, listen, I think as a cis man on the show, all the genders have been through a lot, and
Right.
yeah, it's really hard.
Important to remember. You're right.
Yeah, it's been tough for Dave and I,
Yeah.
the whole thing. you know. So
I feel like you're not giving us enough, Katie.
yeah, it does feel like you're being
I'm
very
throng up a lot of thumbs
womany
up.
about
I keep
this
giving you guys a
whole-
lot. I'm like,
which we love. We love those.
multiple thumbs up.
We love those.
And
We
not
love
enough.
the thumbs. There you go. Good.
Okay.
Those, yeah. All right. For
Okay.
those listening and not watching, Katie just gave the rector symbol.
Romeo is very despondent. This is out of Lewiston, Maine. Romeo Doucette, whose wife pretended to have committed suicide by drowning and then stole away from town, returned this evening from Manchester.
Yes.
You can't do that. You're not
Yeah, you
allowed
can.
to do the circle
Yeah,
back.
you can. No, he circled back. She's the one who, she didn't circle back. She
Say it again. She pretended to kill herself.
Yes.
By drowning.
Romeo's wife pretended
Yes.
to have committed suicide by drowning and then
Yep.
stole away from town, returned
Yes.
this evening from Manchester. I think that is him returning, not
He
her.
returned from
he
Manchester.
returned. Then how do
after
we know
his,
she
how do we know
faked
she's
it?
not dead? Good question.
He was not accompanied by his wife. Well, yeah, because she
But how
dude,
did
she didn't want to be with you so much. She pretended to drown in a lake.
Yeah.
Or literally killed herself. I'm still waiting to see how we know she was joking.
I agree. I think there is an element of him being like, the whole thing was a big goof, but I'm letting her go.
He just keeps going, no, it's a Gone Girl situation. You don't know what that is yet, but you got to take my word for it. This is a real Gone Girl situation.
Trust me, this is funny, not sad. It's a funny Gone Girl.
He's
There's
He
no. I
said-
feel like she's definitely dead, and this guy's
He's-
just full of it.
He says she was at work in a hotel at New Boston, but will give no particulars of their meeting. He is very despondent, and it is not likely that she will ever live with him again.
You don't say.
Because she's
So we're taking his word for it.
So is
Take
he
his word
saying
for it.
he met with her in a hotel
Yes.
and then
I-
they'd have no record of it happening? And
No.
he's like, no, she said she's not coming back. So that clears up that.
Yep.
Next
That's exactly what happened.
Hold on.
She
He's
died.
sad.
I think he killed her.
He's sad, you guys.
Yeah,
He's
that's
sad.
true. That's true. Man
There's no way
say
he did
and
it.
woman lie.
Yeah. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for getting it. I definitely think that he killed her, and then he was like, she faked it. I talked to her today. We're very happy, but not getting back together. I saw her. She's well.
She's very well.
Easy, Dave.
Woodhaven snake story.
End of story, you're saying. That was end of
Yeah,
story
that's
on
it.
that.
That's
okay,
it. That's all we
sure.
got.
What more do you want out of it?
You're good question. You're right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Snakes?
we got total resolve on that story.
Right.
The woman,
You're right.
the man said,
We're
"What's
on
going
to
on?"
snakes. We've moved on to snakes.
Woodhaven snake story. This is out of Brooklyn, New York. T. Brett and Company's chemical works are situated in the village of Woodhaven. Celestial Burdoin, it's a terrible name, is the
person?
night watchman.
Celestial.
Celestial is the night
Celestial.
watchman. That's amazing. That's a
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Celestial Burdoin.
Yeah.
What else are you going to do? What else are you going
What
to do?
else are you bourdoing at night other than
yeah.
staring up at the
What
stars?
are you Burdoin during the day?
Burdoin is the night watchman and lives with his wife and 2 daughters in an old dilapidated frame house on the premises.
Hey, I invited you over for an interview. He lives with his family in a big old shithole.
His wife can't cook.
His wife can't cook, his kids are ugly, and his house sucks.
The younger of the 2 girls is a pretty and healthy looking child named
Easy does it.
Christina
Easy,
How
buddy.
old?
Don't pull a Dave Anthony with the high school girls who every
and has reached her 12th year.
Easy Christ. No.
Oh,
Look,
what
all
in
we
the
did was
paper? This is in the Boston Globe.
all he said was that she's pretty
Hot.
and
He's
healthy
got a hot,
looking.
listen, he's got a
Dave.
shitty house and a hot
Perky.
12-year-old.
Dave,
Perky new
David,
breasts.
David.
Fucking hell.
Isn't that crazy?
That's how you describe a young lass.
Yeah, what else do you want him to talk about? Her precocious personality?
What she was doing for fun.
She's supposed to be seen, not heard.
She's 12, gonna be pretty hot. Anyway, what was this article about?
Anyway, dibs, but
Anyway,
she's 12.
Probable dibs. So I'm at this guy's shithole house where his wife can't cook and he's got a hot daughter in the future, probably. No shame.
Miss Burdoin, for many years, has made up her own wine from elderberries that grow in the woods nearby. Sure.
What?
I mean, yeah, that's what you
Sure.
do. That's what you do.
That's
I
right.
would
work-
not drink that.
The work
Want
of
some
gathering.
elderberry juice?
Yes. Get loaded, Gareth.
I would do it.
What, you
for
live in
sure.
a shit house.
Makes
If
your
I
12-year-old
prescri-
look a lot hotter if I drink a little bit of that wine.
No.
You have to excuse me. I find your 12-year-old attractive. I've been drinking forest elderberry.
What's in
And
this?
I was prescribed cocaine by my physician this morning.
Does your daughter like cocaine yet?
Every man hopped up on forest wine, coked out of his face. Kids are hot. Is that crazy? Am I nuts?
The work of gathering the berries fell upon Christina, and when she returned home from one of these errands a little over a year ago, she complained of pains in the stomach.
Is Christina the 12-year-old? Sorry, I think I talked through that. Or is that the wife? That's the 12-year-old, the hot, the little hottie.
Hot stuff. Mm-hmm. Little miss, showing it off. Whatever,
Totally. The more you say, the less I want to be here anymore.
I like younger berries.
When you do it, it makes me scared.
I agree. I agree. Katie, I agree.
It's very funny. It just
Katie,
makes
when
me
you
feel
say
unsafe.
When you say it, I'm like, okay. And when Dave says it, I'm like, are we going to be able to do this show next week?
It's fine. I'm just saying there's a precocious young lass in the forest.
David.
Running around.
Okay, so she came back.
Dave.
Shouldn't feel good. Sounds like a prime
feel
candidate
good
for
either.
experiments.
None of us do when you talk, Dave.
If we wanted to toss cocaine in a kid.
The usual house remedies were applied, but they failed to give.
I hate to know what those are. What are those at this point? Where are
Put
we
some
at?
needles in your eyes.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Here, swallow this trout whole.
Now take the blood out of her.
There we go.
For
Remove
just
her
a
blood.
moment. Just for a moment.
And now we'll replace it with goldfish.
But as they failed to give any relief, a physician was called in. Oh, so they did that without the physician. That was just the
you
household.
try your home remedies first.
Of course, that's why they're home.
And then the doctor comes in and gives her Coke.
Yeah. His medicines also failed, and other physicians were consulted with the same result.
Awful.
Mm-hmm.
Acting upon the advice of a friend, Miss Burdoyne took the girl to a hospital. A physician took
you
charge
need a
of
friend to advise that maybe the
you know
next
what?
step here would be hospital.
You should hear me out. You should go to a place where there's people who help sick people.
Well, but let me ask you this, Dave. Back then, are you better to go to a doctor or to just give yourself the best chance by just going through it?
I think with something like this, I think you're okay going to a hospital because I think it's more when you get into the surgery thing that it
surgery.
I was going to say, is this back when they thought bad smells made you sick? Is this that time period or is this after that?
On the edge. On the edge.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
You telling me bad smells don't make you sick?
I don't think. But COVID, I mean, what was that if not a smell? We got it in the air. So think about that.
Here's the fucker for me. I love the smell of COVID. So it's really damning for me. I don't want to get it, but honestly, sometimes I'm out and I'm like.
Same about Coke. That's how I feel about Coke. I just like the way it smells.
I completely agree.
That's how I feel about what comes out of the forest.
Here we go.
When we're picking berries.
David.
Here we go.
This was on Saturday last, and from then until Tuesday, the girl's suffering were intense. She occasionally remarked that I missed this part. A physician took charge of the case at the hospital, tried several experiments, and as a last resort, ordered the girl.
That's not what you want to hear. We're going to try some stuff I've only dreamed of.
On your hot 12-year-old.
Your 12-year-old so hot. Let me see if I can punch her up a little.
Ordered the girl to fast for 3 consecutive days.
So she should stop eating right now.
That's what they're doing to us now on TikTok.
That's true.
Yep.
They're really pushing that. Hey, what if you just didn't eat for 4 days? That'd be really cute. Try it.
So great.
I'll tell you.
TikTok's great for body stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely was floating out there to people I know that I might try to not eat for a week. And I was like, what are you doing? My algorithm's hurting my life.
It's fine. No, I think it's really important to take a society that has a really terrible problem with young teen ladies having body issues, and instead of fixing that, just making the boys have them also.
Yes. Intermittent fasting, it's called.
Yeah, that's different. It's not anorexia.
Yeah. No, you just don't eat for most of the day.
I'm in high ketosis. I am ketosis. I just become a god. I am ketosis.
Oh, God.
On a cliff's edge. Poseidon, join ketosis. We shall own everything. All the elements.
Anyway, so I stopped following that guy. At some point.
I am ketosis.
This was on Saturday last, and from then until Tuesday, the girl's sufferings were intense. She occasionally remarked that she, quote, felt something alive inside of her.
Okay.
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 No.
I don't know. I don't want. If we hadn't started where we started, I don't think I'd be where I am right now mentally.
I don't want to do it either.
I don't like it.
We're not going to do it.
What did you mean that you
It's
felt
going to a good
something
place. Which she claimed rose in her throat at intervals.
All right, I'm actually going to take a 20. You guys finish.
Intervals, like in and out and in and out of her throat. You're saying something alive on this
Go up and
12-year-old?
Up and down. Come out for a little light and air, and then go back in.
I literally had to look up to see if he was reading. I was like, please tell me he's not reading. I was like, is he fucking reading?
It's crazy that the best case scenario here is that you're about to reveal they put like a bug in her or something. The best case scenario is, oh, that's right. Wasn't this all about?
It's got to be a snake.
Oh my God.
But doesn't have, Katie, please. I'm trying. I know. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to delete the episode because we can't do it. We can't do this. Quit sipping gin, weirdo.
Why do you guys hate doctors and medicine? It's just a traditional medical story.
Please finish this one or end it.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I have to go to the rectory after this.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Tuesday came at last, and the girl and her mother visited the hospital. To the physician, the girl gave a description of her sufferings, and the doctor forthwith began his work. The girl was compelled to open her mouth as wide as possible.
Hurry.
While the physician...
Big. You can open it half wide.
Get it open more.
It's half wide's fine.
Treat it like a straw, then maybe you'll find it. I'm sorry.
While the physician continually slapped her on the back.
What the fuck?
I think that's now
medicine.
They're trying to get her to cough.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This was repeated several times until
Jesus
the doctor
Christ.
hurriedly seized a pair of pincers, placed them in the girl's mouth, and drew from her throat a snake fully 8 inches long.
What the fuck?
So average.
What? Oh my God! No, the worst part.
Look, the good news.
And it was in her. It's dead, right? It's got to be dead. It's been in there for a week. It's in your stomach acid.
No,
what the
because
fuck?
it's not a snake. It's a
What is
parasite.
she, David
of some
Blaine?
kind.
Oh, it's a parasite. I thought you said it
Oh,
was a snake.
like a tapeworm.
They're calling it a snake, but
They
it's like
didn't
a
know what it
tapewormy
was.
type.
Yeah, they're idiots.
I actually love eating snake. May I? For some reason, I've got it too. Yeah, I'm not feeling so
Pulled
good
it
all of a
out,
sudden.
took it right, and put it right back in.
Don't mind if I do. These are quite a delicacy where I'm from.
I think that's how you get some parasites out. Is like you put like milk or something in front of you, and it'll come
there's
out.
like you dangle like something in front of it, and then the tapeworm's like, what's that going on
I
there?
could taste a little bit of that.
Yeah,
The dessert's out? Oh, okay.
and then it comes out of you, and you're like, they quite a lot. Oh no!
How does the tapeworm happen in the first place, though?
Elderberries.
Yeah,
And I'd be picking elderberries in your back forest.
don't go.
Don't do it.
The cool thing is with RFK, we're going to learn how tapeworms happen again.
I believe he is a tapeworm.
Yeah, we're about to know.
He's
If
just
not,
a
there's one
tapeworm.
in his brain. I don't know if they still do.
I should tell everybody right now I'm actually a parasitic worm. Fuck.
At the site, the girl fainted away, and it was a long time before she could be restored to consciousness.
Yeah, no
She
shit.
was taken home, and was seen by a reporter this afternoon. Cried bitterly when the subject of her trouble was broached. Yeah, she's 12. She doesn't want everyone to know she had a fucking snake inside of her.
Listen, we booked an interview with this broad, but when I tried to bring up the only thing I wanted to ask, she cried like a bitch.
Fucking little baby.
What's this hot 12-year-old?
Oh my God.
Sexy 12-year-olds really hold on to trauma.
They just pulled a worm out of this girl's throat, and
Good
she's
Lord.
like, doesn't want to talk to me about
Oh
it.
my God.
Good luck to whatever man marries her next year.
Yeah, right?
Which is gonna be me.
You better not have been ruined by a snake already.
I mean,
I don't know if we could top that, Dave. Is there? You have one more, or are we done? I mean, that's.
We're not done with this one. She said the doctor's theory is that a very small snake must have been on a branch of a bush, and that in eating the berries, as I did, I must have swallowed the reptile, and it has been growing ever since.
Absolutely.
Damn, she was eating while she was picking. You're not supposed to do that.
What?
No,
Why?
that's
That's
a
how
snake
you-
can jump through your throat without you knowing.
It was in an old rhyme that they taught us. Maybe it wasn't around yet, but
absolutely.
Don't eat the berries. You know how it goes, Gareth.
Yeah, otherwise the snake will bury inside your tummy and you won't know.
Yeah,
that's
the
why
song.
in the forest you shouldn't go. If you're doing it right, then you'll feel okay. Don't let the snake bury away inside your esophagus and your tiny guts. Boy, these girls look like they're hot. Anyway, we got to go, and we can't. We're unable to. We are. I don't. That one was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
That was a horrible story. So what better way to end a show of nightmares?
Yeah, that feels like it. Gareth has to go. Gareth has other stuff to do.
Well, actually, the sheriff's here. I don't know what his deal is. The taser's out, and they seem pretty upset. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm almost done, assholes. Katie, thank you for joining us. People should go listen to Casuals.
Yeah, Dave.
A kid as a sports lady, and when this comes out, people already know, but the next 3 episodes of the Dollop are Pete Rose.
Oh my God. Like you get into all of it?
Speaking of 12-year-olds.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of.
Turns out.
Good. That's exciting. That's good, exciting stuff. The spoiler alert, the good news, he's dead. So.
Yeah, he is dead.
Actually,
also, wait, you recorded it already is what you're saying. I was going to say, Gareth isn't supposed to know, I thought. This is really ruining the TV magic.
We recorded that.
But you recorded it already, so that's fine.